This was not even a welfare check. This was a 911 call. Somebody called 911 and saying that our baby was in danger because their sibling was mishandling them. And how the cops comes to the house, they mentioned his whole name, mentioned my name, gave Derek's name, gave the whole address of the house, everything saying they needed to come see the baby now because it's in danger and the parents needs to be looked at and whatnot. What is wrong with you? You are a coward. You couldn't even give your name. You had to be anonymous. I am literally shaking as I'm talking. I'm literally shaking right now. And forget about Derek. He is pissed off. Like he's going off the rails. What is wrong with you?
Hey guys, welcome to my channel everybody, and thank you so much for watching. What is happening, you guys? I am Jade if you're new here. So for those of you who may not know who this person is, her name is what's her name? Also, give this video a like as you come in, guys. Please give this video a like and also share this video. Thank you so much. Okay, I don't know her name, okay, but she's a content creator on YouTube, on Facebook, and I have come across a bunch of their videos. I even watch them sometimes. But yeah, so the channel, the name of their channel is A Life Less Scripted, is what it's called. So was it like some months ago or so, there was a story that they basically narrated about how somebody tried to break into their home late in the night. They had like security cameras around the house and they were able to capture the whole situation. So they talked about it as a caution, right? So she and her husband are in an interracial relationship. As you heard her say just now, his name is Derek. And so she's telling a story about how some haters had the police called to her home because of what? She's going to go ahead and tell you guys the reason why they called. Okay? The reason why they called the police to their home. I have my theory, and you guys know I'm never shy to express my opinions. And shout out to the person that actually shared me a bunch of messages. You know, the person who also told me about the story about, them calling police on her, and the person also shared some messages. Basically, some people were in her comments confirming that they were the one that called the police on her. Okay? Confirming that they were the ones that called the police on her. Or something or the other. So, yeah. This is what happened. It is such a sad situation. What people do not understand, with regards to this interracial relationship, let me school some of you. Because I know that they have all these people who, even our own skin folks, right, who will swear up and down that the white people, the Oyinbo people who are going after, hi Hero Princess, hi everybody, I'll come and say hi to you guys in a bit. Because some of these our ass licking black people, they will swear up and down that whatever is being done, such as the police being reported, it has nothing to do with race. They're just looking out for the well-being of the children, or blah blah blah. This one that you people called police on now, You cannot say now that she dresses nude, which is your excuse, right, for going after KO. You can't say that she dresses nude. You can't say that she dances provocatively. You can't say anything. You can't say anything that she has done that warranted you calling the police on them. But they will find excuse. So they will find excuse. Let me tell you guys what's going on. I promised I was going to school some of you, not everybody, because most of us are smart over here. The people that I want to school are basically the people who do not know jack diddly squat. Okay? People who do not know diddly squat about the racial, the subtle racism that goes on in this country. Let me tell you guys something. Make no mistake about this. Okay? A lot of people have issues with interracial relationship. And most of the people that have issues with interracial relationship are Oyimbo. They are Oyimbo women. Okay? They are Oyimbo women that have problem with interracial relationship. Because imagine a situation where these men that eventually go looking to be in interracial relationship, make no mistake about it, these men who seek love in an interracial relationship, a lot of them are going after women of color because their own white women will not take them for whatever reason. Maybe those women have standards and these men do not meet the standard. And so these men will meet unsuspecting, okay, women who do not understand how the beauty standard works because of the whole colonialization situation, right? All Oyimbo now Oyimbo. As long as you see Oyimbo, that's all that really matters to you, to some of these women. So men that were discarded, men that were not wanted by their own women, in many cases, I'm not saying that's what happened here. I'm just speaking in general terms. A lot of these men that go into interracial that seek love at the hands of non-Oyimbo women, it is because their own women want nothing to do with them because they don't fit the standard, they don't qualify. So because those ones they want love now, they will go and seek love with non-Oyimbo women. And you know who we are now. We as black women, we are very nurturing. We'll take something damaged and fix it, or at least we try to fix it, even though we don't always succeed. But we have been made to believe that we can build anything. You know, there's this common narrative in Nigerian society where they will say woman builds her home. You know, that narrative is very, very, very much true. A lot of people hold on to that. Okay, they definitely hold on to that. So they will see these men and then they will fix this, they'll pick these men up, they'll clean them up, they'll fix them, they will, make them presentable. And then these Oyinbo women that would never have touched these men with a 10-foot pole because these men at the time did not fit the standard. But once our people have cleaned them up, all of a sudden, these Oyinbo will start seeing what they didn't see before. And all of a sudden, they now feel like that man is too good for that woman, for that black woman. So that jealousy, that bitterness, that superiority complex will strike in. Like I was reading some of the comment that somebody sent to me about the conversation. Like, how can you blame one person, whatever it is that you think this person has done? She is married to somebody. Make it make sense how they will blame her and talk about how she's exploiting the children. Whereas the man is there, nobody, instead, they are all giving the man accolade, talking about how the man is the only one doing everything for them, for the kids. They want just the same thing that they do to KO. The exact same thing that they do to KO. The exact same thing that they do to KO. They will give Bambiala accolade, they will applaud him, whereas he does nothing. He don't, even when they were married, when he and Carol were married, he did nothing in that house. But somehow they have resolved their minds. They have concluded that he was the one doing one thing. Maybe it's his Oyinbo complexion that was the magic formula that he was using to like really handle the house and take care of everything. Like I'm reading the comments and I'm seeing like, really? So everything that is wrong is the woman's fault. Why? Because she's black? And everything that is right is the man's fault. Why? Because he is Oyinbo? Do you understand? So yeah, they called the police on them. Why? Because they said when one of the older siblings was playing with the newborn baby, she just had a baby. She just had, and these people, they pretend as if, oh, we care so much about the welfare of about the well-being of the child. We want you to go and do a welfare check. We care. They don't care. The jealousy is that, wow, this out there, this black woman be making so much money on social media because thanks to Babiala, a lot of them now know that content creators, especially interracial family channels like that, they make a lot of money. So thanks to Bambiala, they now know this. And in their mind, they're thinking, how dare she? How dare this black woman come from nowhere and start making all this money? I was reading all the comments. Not one person was addressing the man and saying and pointing out whatever it is that he was doing wrong. I'm not saying that they should, but I think that fair is fair. These two people are in a marriage. Okay? How are you going to blame one while applauding the other one? That's not right. That's not fair. But that's what they continue to do during the video. Because the concept of a black woman succeeding in these social media streets, they don't want to hear it, because make no mistake about it, whether Facebook, whether YouTube, whether Insta, whether TikTok, name it, whether Twitter, black people were not supposed to succeed in this social media space. Black people were not supposed to make money in the social media space. It was not designed for black people to make money off of the social media. This was just a situation that got out of hand, that they lost control of whatever narrative that they were trying, or they lost control of whatever they were trying to like control. And black, it was just due to circumstances beyond their own control that black people are even making money. That's why you see even some of the rules that are still in place. For example, Facebook. If you're in Nigeria, you cannot even monetize. That a lot of content creators have to like travel abroad or get like agents who are based abroad to get them monetized. We were not supposed to make money in the streets. So imagine somebody, very quiet lady. She's very quiet. I don't even think she's the kind of person who pretends on camera. I really think she's who she is. Like when you meet somebody that pretends on camera, you will definitely know. She just seems like an innately quiet person. This lady, this lady from Life Less Scripted, she just seemed really, really quiet, like painfully quiet, doing everything that she needs to do to provide for her family, you know. But somehow they still found something wrong. And all these people that are reporting now, if you dig deep into their own lives, the kind of nyama, the kind of shit that you will find inside. Some of them, these mommy dearers, these perfect mothers who want to come and dictate to somebody online, who want to come and criticize somebody online on what they are doing. If you even see their life, if you see the kind of life that they live, their children don't even talk to them. Their children could not even wait until they were 18 so that they can get the hell out of these people lives. Their children couldn't wait. Some of them said their children emancipated themselves before they were even age of majority, because they want nothing to do with these people. But they are the ones that will come online and be criticizing a black woman, be telling her what she's doing wrong. Some of them don't even care. They're not watching because they find you entertaining. They just want to come and watch you with their Fusca paper and their big pencil and be writing down all the things that you're doing wrong so that they can either try to correct you in the comments or worse off, call the police on you. They don't enjoy, they don't find your content entertaining because they cannot open their mind to find you entertaining, because their heart is filled with bitterness, jealousy, racism. They cannot bring themselves to love you, to find humor, entertainment in what you're doing. They cannot do that, because at the end of the day, that would be them betraying their true feelings. The day they ever find something entertaining, the day they ever keep an open mind to find your content entertaining, okay, to find your content entertaining, guess what's going to happen? They will feel like they have betrayed themselves. So this one now, people will say, oh, the way Cora dances, the way Cora does this, and the way this one now, she's always covered. She's always she's soft spoken. She doesn't dance, she doesn't twerk, she doesn't do anything, she doesn't wear revealing outfits, but they still found something. They still found something to report. Can you imagine somebody that just had a baby and she was detailing the stress that she had? It was not an easy pregnancy. Imagine somebody, usually now, for the most part, doctors will usually determine or give you advice that it'll be better if you have like CS, you know, to deliver your baby, because of the position of the baby, because of one thing or the other. They will give you their best medical advice. Okay, so imagine, and then when that happens, once the due date comes, you will just use your leg, even before having labor pains or whatever. You will just use your leg to walk out into the hospital, and then they will bring the baby out, right? That's usually for the most part. But she was talking about how after enduring labor, they still had to like do CS on her. That means the initial plan was not to do CS at all. She wanted to do natural delivery, but something happened that changed that, and the doctors were like, no, we have to do this. So imagine going through labor pain for however long. I was watching her. She was in hospital for like 20 something hours. She was in labor for about 20 hours or so, from one of our videos that I watched, okay, when she was detailing the whole labor and delivery situation, right? She was in labor for quite a while. Imagine going through all that pain and then the doctor still coming in and tell you, this is what we're going to have to do. We're going to have to remove the baby like that. Imagine the trauma of that alone. And then she detailed all these things to the people that are watching. And then for you to still turn around and call 911 and report them. She was so livid because it wasn't even a welfare check that they wanted to do. They literally wanted them to like, no. And yet this will come and pretend and say, oh, we are doing it because we care about the kids. We are doing it. No, you don't. You're just evil. You're just pure evil. That's it. That's all. Nothing you're doing is coming from a place of true concern, true care. You're doing it because you are bitter, you are miserable, you are sad, and misery loves company. That's why you're doing it. Like, I have never seen her like that. I don't watch her often, but usually when I watch her, she's usually very calm. For her to be going off like this, that just tells you just how pissed off she is with the whole situation. Like, it is so mad that people will think, let me just call. Because why? Wasting resources. calling. And you know these people, they will not stop, especially those who really, really have it in for them. They will continue to do it. Continue to do it. Like, this is so sad. This is so pathetic, honestly. It really is. You guys are just wicked at this point. None of you that have done this will ever convince me that the reason why you are calling police is because you care. No, you do not care. You just want to give this family grief. You just want to stress them out. You want to put them in uncomfortable situations so that you can make yourself feel good about whatever. You're just a mean-spirited human being. That's what you are. A mean-spirited human. Like, where do you get off? Where do you get off? Huh. These people are freaking crazy on the internet. These people are crazy. It's so sad because there are so many white family bloggers and content creators. They don't get this level. Like, I'm always on YouTube. You guys know me. YouTube is my home. You don't see this. White content creators, they will post, they will even ask for money with their mouth. They will even engage in some kind of real fraud, though, not this nonsense that they always say, oh, you're doing fraud, you're doing fraud. They will even be involved in real fraudulent situations that will be exposed on social media. Somehow, because they are a white family, they will scave through. Nobody will cancel them. Nobody will even call police on them. Like, I have seen things happen with all these bloggers, family bloggers. I have seen things. I have seen what they do with their children. It is only in really, really, really extreme cases that people, their fellow Oyimbo, even take action. You will see them assaulting their children on camera, like serious assault with slap, pulling ridiculous pranks that doesn't make sense. Then when they are done with the prank, they'll be like, it's just a prank, bro. Like, it's so crazy. But these people continue to do their thing online. They make so much money. But whenever it is an interracial relationship, especially when the woman is black, oh my gosh, all these racists will just come out of the woodwork. They will come out with all their cape, with their flying broomstick, come out and start disturbing your life. It's just a really sad thing, right? They just don't think that we deserve to make money in this space, to enjoy everything else like everybody else. That's just what it is. And then they are so pissed off that their men, because they used to make shakara on their men now. They used to do yanga, 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 yanga. But their men are now like, well, if you won't have me, I will just go and look for a woman of a different race that will have me. And so when they now see that a lot of women from other races are accepting them, they can no longer make yanga on the men. There is resentment that is also coming from that as well. It's just a sad situation, you guys. It's so sad. They just don't want, like, it just really, it irritates their spirit. It irritates their spirit that black people are making money. How dare they? How dare they make money? How dare they? Let's listen to some of what she said. Okay, I think I have to reshare this again. The resentment, man, the resentment is real. Hey, you guys don't know anything.
This was not even a welfare check. This was a 911 call. Somebody called 911 and saying that our baby was in danger because their sibling was mishandling them. And how the cops comes to the house, they mentioned his whole name, mentioned my name, gave Derek's name, gave the whole address of the house, everything saying they needed to come see the baby now because it's in danger and the parents needs to be looked at and whatnot. What is wrong with you? You are a coward. You couldn't even give your name. You had to be anonymous. I am
They will
literally
never
shaking
give their name. Of course, they will never give their name.
as I'm talking. I'm literally shaking right now. And forget about Derek. He is pissed off. Like he's going off the rails. What is wrong with you? Guys, I am so upset right now. I am literally so upset, so livid. I don't even know what to do. I don't know what to start. I don't know how to begin this conversation. Obviously, I've been taking some time for myself. It's only been
Peace Joy says full name, full address. How did they know? They know some because they are content creators, okay? Sometimes they know if these people want, they can just, maybe somewhere, like I said, there are people who just hate watch. They don't necessarily care for you. They just want to gather as much information as they can from you so that they can use it against you. And in situations like that, they can one time they might mention their name, and she wrote a book. So her name is right there. She wrote a book. There's no way you can avoid people not knowing your name, especially if you are a content creator who showcase your life and everything. There is no way. That one is not even anything. Okay, even Kylie Jenner, even Chris Kardashian, even whatever, been a Chris Jenner, Kim Kardashian, everybody know their address. The only reason is that they live in like a gated community before you can find your way. Even Meghan Markle, you know, and they still do. Some creepy ones can still manage to escape security and find themselves in front of your house. So that's not even the thing. Like finding somebody's name and address is not so hard, especially if they are public figures. But people should be allowed to just have peace of mind, okay?
a week since I had the baby. And we've only recorded and edited videos. We haven't gone live yet. I wanted to take some time for myself to get better, to feel better, in order to come live. We're actually looking forward to that. Derek and I were looking forward to see all of you guys live, to celebrate baby, to see baby, to rejoice. It's been a super long year, really rough pregnancy. And in the end, after everything that happened with, having natural labor, having C-section, going through all of that ups and downs, it was great. It was victorious. In the end, we have a beautiful baby. He's healthy. He's great. Everyone loves him. And thank God for that. Now, and the thing is, I wanted to take some time, again, for myself before I came live. So this whole time we've been editing videos, recording and editing videos. Today, I managed to get myself out of bed for the first time since I got home Sunday to take Ocean and Derek and we took Ocean to the doctor's office, and we came home, and we were not even home for 20 minutes when we heard we heard a knock on the door. It was the police, and Derek actually went to the door, and obviously was the one that was talking to him, but I was in the living room breastfeeding Ocean, and I happened to hear what they were saying. Apparently, one of you guys had this was not even a welfare check. This was a 911 call. somebody called 911 and saying that our baby was in danger because their sibling was mishandling them, and that the baby was in danger or a life and death situation, something like that. And had the cops come to the house, they mentioned his whole name, mentioned my name, gave Derek's name, gave the whole address of the house, everything, saying they needed to come see the baby now because it's in danger and the parents need to be looked at and whatnot. What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? You are a coward. You couldn't even give your name. You had to be anonymous. I am literally shaking as I'm talking. I'm literally shaking right now. And forget about Derek. He is pissed off. Like, he's going off the rails. What is wrong with you? That is absolutely crazy. We've been on social media now for 2.5 years on Facebook. We've done so many videos. We go live every single day. When have you ever seen anyone mishandling anyone in this house? If anything, I'm somebody who always is advocating gentle parenting. No harsh parenting for children. I'm always very gentle with my kids. What is wrong with you? Why are people so evil in this world? I don't get it. And to do that to somebody who is just coming out of being a new mom, a postpartum, like coming out of just having a baby a few days ago, taking time for myself, it's unbelievable. Everything I went through this whole year with this pregnancy and how rough it was. Like, you're absolutely sick. And if you're watching this and you made this call, you are sick. You're a sick person. I need you to go and get help. You really need to go ahead and get help. And if you can't handle watching the videos and it gives you nightmares and the videos make you terrified, then don't watch it. Absolutely do not watch. Because I've seen comments here and there saying, I can't take it anymore. I'm getting stressed. What are you doing on a page? Go and watch somebody else. Why are you watching a page with children that give you stress? It doesn't make any sense to me. You cannot absolutely watch a page and complain the whole time and still continue to watch it. You can't stand children. Children are too loud for you. Why are you continuing to watch the page? It doesn't make any sense to me. The video we posted this last few days has all been edited videos. Do you understand? It's not even live videos. Edited. So the point, I see comments saying, like, certain comments like, oh my God, you just gave that binky just fell and you just gave it to a baby. How do you know if I didn't watch the binky? Did you see that there was a cut between the binky falling and me putting the binky in the mouth? You do not see that there's a big cut right there? What do you think happened there? It's an edited video. It's not a real live video. So whatever you're seeing, it's been edited.
So they do this a lot, and this happened to Cora a lot. They would just assume that, oh, you're not like, and it's purely rooted in just racial biases. Nobody can convince me otherwise. It's rooted in pure racial bias. And Doyin Koka Adeleye says, there was one that I saw on Facebook, white folks cooking with Sammy. One of the daughters was using a knife to cut a fruit. The comment section was full of accolades for the kid simply because she is white. Right. If that had been like a mixed race family where the mother was black or just a black family, just imagine the vitriol that not just the mother. Okay, the mother will be like the lowest hanging fruit. The mother will be like, oh, nothing. Just imagine the disrespect and the bullying that it would have leveled upon that little kid, just like they bully baby J. It's amazing. They have different sets of roles for different people depending on the skin tone. That's just the truth of the matter.
It doesn't make any sense. And I'm sorry if you're not smart enough or dumb enough to know this stuff, and I can't tell you. But you gotta know that when you're watching edited video, it's not in the real, it's not in the live video. It's videos that have been put together at different times. So I could have taken videos throughout the day of that moment and put it all together.
Joy P says, these white women are like, how dare you Africans take our white? That's the thing. What's sad is that they didn't even want him when the guy was just a was just there, maybe below average in any indesirability. They didn't even want the guy. But then an African woman comes along and she picks this person up and she cleans this person up, because that's what we do. We take whatever it is and we make it better. It's just who we are. We have this nurturing spirit that we are born with. So these African women come, they take this person up, they clean this person up, they make him desirable, and all of a sudden, these Oyinbo people that never would have looked at his direction before, all of a sudden they are now seeing, him as desirable, and they start feeling jealous and feeling envious and being bitter towards the African women who have them, not knowing that that man did not just wake up one morning like that. Okay, it took a lot of work, it took a lot of mindset shift and everything for them to be who the men now are, that Oyinbo women are now drooling over.
So, and how could you see that from an 8-minute long video? That video was 8 minutes long. We are not the first ones to come home from the hospital and give our baby to their sibling.
It's a common practice. It's what everyone does. It's what everyone does. It's not like they just handed the baby and they just say, here, your sibling, do whatever. No, there is always somebody. I didn't watch this particular video that they're talking about, but I promise you that they didn't just hand the baby to the sibling and say, go to town. There would have been somebody, maybe the husband, Derek, or Ruth herself, supervising. It's what people do. Like, I have seen thousands of videos of siblings being introduced to their newborn siblings. It is a precious moment. It is beautiful, and it's a bonding moment. It's a bonding technique for the siblings. But they always have to find a way to turn around and make it a bad thing, because
does it, and it's none of your business. It's not your baby. It's mine. And those are his siblings. It's not yours. It's not your baby. It's mine. And those are his siblings. And I'm the mom. And I decide what I do with my child. I cannot believe this. I cannot. And for everything that is wrong in this world and happening in this world, all the evil that is going on in the world, people actually mistreating their children, kids actually being in a home where it's completely, constantly abused, all that stuff is happening. Why don't you channel your energy that those kids actually need that help?
That's what I say all the time. Whenever they will call when they will call CPS for KO, isn't that what I always say? Like, it's so vexing how they would do this thing, take resources away from the children who actually need this help, and then they will start wasting it on somebody who doesn't need the help. Imagine the resources that goes into going to KO's house to do welfare check and wellness check or whatever, after some crazy cycles on the internet have called the police. Like, it's so crazy to me. It's unbelievable to me.
You are taking the resources from all that to put here. That 911 call you called could have been for somebody who really needed the cops to come to their house. You completely wasted this man's life. He came, checked out the channel. He was actually surprised. He was watching it. He liked it, of course. He looked at it and said, what is wrong with this video? All of it. What is wrong with this? It's just you're feeding, you're giving, they're playing together. They're holding the baby. They're putting Pinky in the mouth. What is going on here? There's nothing going on. You completely wasted his time. And if this keeps happening, then if you keep calling, then you know what? They will trace you and they'll put you in jail, because you're wasting their time. That police could have been somewhere else helping somebody else. But instead they came here, they came to this house, wasted their time to come to see this, and there was nothing going on. Absolutely nothing going on. It's so sad. And I was looking forward to coming live. I'm like, oh my gosh, I miss everybody. I'm looking forward to come live. You're gonna see the baby. We're gonna be like, oh my gosh, it's fine. You know, baby's finally here, because I know this whole time I was in the living room actually editing the labor and delivery vlog from the birth. I was editing. I spent last night editing the whole day today, basically sitting on the couch editing a long video for everyone to see it. You know, and it just absolutely breaks my heart. It actually breaks my heart. It really does. It made me sad. I wanted to cry. I was in the verge of tears. I couldn't believe it. I just couldn't believe it. I really couldn't believe it. It doesn't make any sense to me. If you cannot handle the videos, if you cannot handle how kids are in the videos, you should not watch the videos. It's that simple. My life motto: if I'm watching something, or I'm spending time with people who do not make me happy, who do not bring the best in me, who make me nervous, who make me flustered, I do not I do not hang out with them anymore. I just simply cut them off, because it's not worth my time. When you're doing something and you do not like it, it makes you nervous, it makes you agitated, then help yourself. Remove yourself. It's not that hard. It really is not. Move yourself from there. Remove yourself. Go and find a happy place. There's thousands of content creators. There's thousands and millions on YouTube. When you go on YouTube, this stuff is there. It's been there for years and years and years and years. It's normal.
But that's the thing, though. You're still missing the point, because you think they are watching because they're really interested. No, they watch with their pen and paper. They are not watching because they find you entertaining. They are hate watching. They want to write down whatever it is that they can find and use it to bully you, and use it to harass you, and use it to exact some kind of vindictive revenge against you. They are not watching because they are enjoying. There are times now when you are genuinely watching somebody and they might do something that doesn't sit well with you. Be like, oh, I can't believe you did that. But that's because you were not expecting it, and it really took you by surprise, and it really rattled you because it wasn't what you were expecting. That's a reaction of somebody that actually enjoys that person. You know what you're getting when you go there, when you click on their videos to watch, you know exactly what you're getting there. But a lot of these people, these awful, evil, vindictive people, they are not watching you because they find you entertaining. They're just watching with their pen and paper to jot down everything that they can use to judge you tomorrow. Even things that are just things that doesn't even make any sense, that they will make a mountain out of a molehill. That's just who they are.
It's absolutely normal. And if you just cannot help yourself, remove yourself. It's just so easy to do. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. This is how you guys badgered us last year. Continuously badgered. Some of this, some of that, some of this, some of that. Someone is going here. Someone needs to do this. Someone needs to do that. It's like we completely took her out of social media for 5 months because it was just insane. It doesn't make any sense. And now he's barely 6 days old and you've started on this baby too. What is it going to take? What is it going to take? So I am warning you, if you go ahead and you still watch the video and you go ahead and call or whatnot, and it's for something you're watching and you're not liking. You may not like the way I parent my child, but that's my child. You had your chance to do what was right, whatever you did with your.
Thank you so much, Kristen. Thank you so much for the stars. Kristen says, these creatures are repulsive. Ruth is such a good mother. I imagine she is. Like, I have never seen anything that will make me think that she wasn't. She's just a very, in my opinion, based on what I see, she's just a very, very quiet person, and she does her thing and she lives, right? Yeah. It's just crazy. Thank you so much, Kristen, for the 100 stars. And Vicky says, I rarely watch her, but every time I do, that family gets now even 10K views. And the hate in there sometimes is crazy, just like KO's side. Some women are jealous she's getting the body clothes um, and stars, saying they don't deserve them. It's so amazing. It's crazy. Since when are gifts and present excluded for some family, for some people? Yeah, that's the thing. Is the color, is the skin color, is the like that's it. They don't think we deserve anything. A lot of them are still shy. Some of them are brazen, but some of them are not that brazen. They will say you don't deserve it. But what it means to say is that you black people do not deserve to get anything. It's just the jealousy. It's just the bitterness. Like I already stated before, this social media street was not designed for us black people to make money. We were supposed to be like the ones inventing the entertainment. We were the ones supposed to be the one trending things, but we were not supposed to make money from it. They were the only ones that were supposed to make money, but they have completely lost the plot because it got to a point where whether they like it or not, we will make money. And the viewers who are watching who are not liking, especially after useless smelly goats Bambiala decided to come and post how much KO is making. And now they will use that to assess every other person and then come to the conclusion and double down on the hate. That's just what's going on. That's just what's going on. And Sheila says something seriously needs to be done about false reporting. Find them if nothing else. This has to stop. All of the kids actually being abused and they choose to fabricate lies against loving parents. Sickening. Right. Right. So look at the comment. Let me quickly, I don't want this video to be too long because I'm coming back. We need to talk more about Bambiala. I'm coming back. So let's quickly go over some of the comments. Shout out to the person that sent me this. So this person had the audacity to fix their mouth to say underneath the video that she posted though, where she was talking about the people that called Popo. So this person came and this person said, are you not exploiting your kids on the internet for views and money? Are your kids old enough to give consent to be on the internet? Family vloggers on the internet need to stop. You know what is so interesting? They never keep the same energy. You see this kind of holier than thou attitude, they will only bring it to like KO or in this situation, Roots and a Life Less Scripted or any other black or interracial channels. They will never, ever, ever, you will never see them in their fellow Oyinbo's channel spewing the same garbage that they are spewing here now. They will never say that. You will never see them do that. Because at the end of the day, they don't think we deserve to have anything. They're not your kids. Whatever somebody wants to do, let them do. Children are not. There's a reason why they put the age of majority at 18. Okay, when they are that age, it is the mother, it is the parents that make the decision. If the parents feel like if they feel good about putting their children on social media, then it's not exploitation. They are putting their children on social media. Okay, they are making the best decision. They think it is the best decision, they will make it. Remember how she was just saying that they had to remove their daughter Summer out of social media because of the hate that she was getting. They had to remove that girl for 5 months, she said. So that is an example of a parent making the best decision for their kid, because the kid is small and they are the adults, they are the decision maker. They realize that, okay, the hate and the vitriol that my little tiny baby is getting is too much. Let's make this decision. Let's come to an agreement, myself and the father, and remove this kid from social media. And they did for 5 months, according to her. So you see how that works? You see it? If they didn't think, if they were not looking out for the kid, if they were, as you claim, exploiting them, they would have ignored all of the hate and continue to put them. Just like Bambiala will ignore all the awful things being said about Jay, okay, not saying a word, pretending, in my opinion, as if he hasn't seen any of those things, you know, whereas he sees them and he allows them. So that's the difference. These awful humans. So this one is like, let Derek handle it. But the girls were too rough. How is to say, hey God, we're not gonna die well. That's just the truth. Let Derek handle it because she can handle. This person went on to accuse her of having the prepper. Look at this one. She says, "Are you the prey? Because you don't tell them off. Derek is the only one who tells girl." So if if Derek caught something that she did not observe, if Derek observed something that she did not observe, and Derek take the decision to say and call them out on it, and caution them, what's wrong in that? So will it satisfy your wicked heart if both of them were barking at the kids at the same time, in your words, calling them off? Would that have given you the satisfaction? I'm sure you still would have found something to argue about. I'm sure if both of them, if while Derek, the husband, was correcting the kid, and she, Ruth, was also correcting the kid, I'm sure you still would have come out and say, well, Derek already corrected the kids, why are you correcting? She can never win. She can never win with such hateful hearts as you guys. It's a situation of damned if she does and damned if she doesn't. Anyway, these people are just awful. Awful, awful, awful. Awful human beings. I hope you get your karma. I hope you get what's coming to you. I hope you guys get exactly what's coming to you. Cannot go unpunished. You won't to. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. I hope you don't. I hope you get what's coming to you in the same measure that you have dished out your evil and vileness. So somebody who is like, I'm still stuck on how did they know where to send the police. You see the distraction. So now they're trying to distract. What does it freaking matter how they knew where to call the police? They are content creators. They are content creators. It's not the end of the world. It's not some kind of mystery that they know. But people are trying to look for ways, reason why they will make this their fault. This has to be blamed on them. That's just how life is. Anyways, you guys, let me quickly read some comments before I go. Let me see. Let me see. Somebody says they are trying to give Derek ammunition. Yeah, yeah. Because now Derek, if Derek, there's no way he will not be looking at the comments and reading all the things. Whether he acts up on the comments is up to him. But we have seen this happen before. Yeah, that's how they start. That is how they start. So Holy Mary says they always have negative things to say about a person, no matter how good a person you are. That is true. That is very, very true. Yeah, that is very, very true. Chinye says, Jade, I think that this Cleopatra is asking how the evil witches know where to send the police. I know what she's asking, but what does it even matter? Like, who cares? The bone of contention is the saints. How did they know? Somehow they knew. Why is that even the big deal about knowing? You know? So let me see. Joy P says, what a way to suck out what a way to suck the joy out of someone who just gave birth. Right. Right. They sure did. They sure did. Anyways, you guys, this is what I'm going to end this. Thank you all so much for being here. I'm coming back in a little bit. I wanted to quickly drop this here that yeah, eventually it'll get your turn. That's why always speak out when things are not okay. Silence is complacency. Stand up for what you believe in. Always stick out. Always speak out. Always speak out. Because if not, eventually it'll be your turn. You yourself, you will reach your turn. Not with these social media streets. Now, every dog has its day, they say. So always speak out. When something is wrong, always speak out against it. Don't just be quiet and say, well, it's not bothering me. As long as I continue to play nice, as long as I continue to stay on code, they won't come for me. They won't come for me. Yes, they will. They will find a way. Because I feel like, especially when they call, I don't even want them to get involved. I didn't want them to get involved in KO and Bambiala situation. But when they started calling CPS and police to KO's house, I feel like a lot of these people should have spoken out, but they just left her there. I think in their mind, we're thinking, oh, as long as I continue to stay on code, as long as I continue to do as they say, as long as I continue to do, whatever it is that people like, they will not come for me. But eventually, like I said, they will find something. They will find something to come for you on. It's just what happens. It's just how the cookie crumble. Always speak out. One of my favorites, top 5 favorite quotes is, the only thing necessary for the triumph of evil is for good men to say nothing. If they are, my thing is this: with everything that KO went through, especially with regards to these people just having the police called to our house, if more people, mommy bloggers or whatever, if they had spoken out against it, it would have registered to the people. We're not saying insert yourself in the situation, but that's a no. That's like a no-go area. That's something that you can just be neutral about and just address it. I've seen YouTubers, family bloggers on YouTube do that. Okay, they've spoken out in situations where somebody was being a relationship ended and somebody was getting dragged online. Even YouTube content creators, family bloggers who don't want to take side or whatever, I have seen them spoken out against the bullying directed at one particular person. It doesn't take anything. It wouldn't affect you. It wouldn't affect your audience. But when you keep quiet, the universe will be watching and be like, okay, 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 okay. When something happens, and then it'll happen. It is what it is. You know, you have to speak out. You have to defend. Nobody's saying take side. Nobody's saying be Team J or be Team K. No, just speak out against injustice. Always do that. Because now, turn by turn, eventually it must reach your turn. Not be these social media streets. Not be these social media streets. Hey, you never see. Now go learn new things. Anyways, you guys, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you guys so much. Please like this video and also share. Thank you so much. I'll catch you guys in a little bit. Bye.